Hey, what's happening? Tim with Nomad Trading. Okay, let's see. Looking at SNDL today. Took a trade on it already earlier. Lost. Got stopped out. I was watching it as it climbed way up here. Had a big fall all the way back to the 50, but the 50 held, which was a good sign. As you can see, by the way, no scanner over here. Still waiting. Let's see what we got. Just jump back over here. Waiting. 21 minutes left with E-Trade. Pairing me with a representative. It's been, I don't know, like 2 hours since I tried to open that chat box, trying to see what they're going to do about their scanner, because I've heard varying things from it's coming back to it's not coming back. So I'm just trying to see what they have to say to me. But anyway, hottest stock volume wise, I mean, it's a cheap stock under $1, but it's traded 1.6 billion shares, which is insane. And it dropped big. It was up, of course, on the day, huge. This run here from down around 50 cents all the way to 85 cents before it dropped big right here. But the 50 held up. 50 moving average, that's this blue line, that held up. So as it came up here, I took a trade around here, thinking that it might head back to high of day, and my plan was to just get out at high of day because I figured it would find resistance up there again. Not too long ago, we had NAKD with crazy volume like this, and it just kept going and going. So that was my thought process. However, I set my stop just below the 50 so that if it broke the 50, I would just get stopped out. And so I stopped out right here when it eventually broke the 50 and before this big drop. So anyway, that was a losing trade, unfortunately, but it happens. Still watching it. If it can curl back, if it can stay here above the 200, above VWAP, and stay up in this area this afternoon, maybe get back over the 50, it's going to be a watch for me, especially over 75 cents, because it seemed like when it was over here, 75 cents was kind of a spot it was having trouble with. And that's why I ended up taking that trade right there as I was watching level 2 and it was breaking the wall at 75 cents. I thought, hey, this is going to run back to high of day and I can get a quick 9 or 10 cents off of it, but instead it ended up failing. So that didn't work out. Another one, AQB. This is one I traded, made a little bit of money on. I was watching it. I missed this move here on it before I clicked on it because I don't have a scanner, you know. Thanks E-Trade. So missed that. Found it later on as it was in this area. It had popped through VWAP and through the 50. Gone up here and retested that area, and then it bounced off that but held. So I took a trade here, knowing that it was going to head back to retest that. Was hoping it would break out, so I took the trade there. Had a trailing stop set on it this time, and stopped out. It bounced there. I think my trailing stop triggered here, so it was a winner, but not a big winner. Did not break out like I was hoping that it would. Another one that's still hanging around though above the VWAP, the 200 and the 50. So just kind of consolidating at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised if this kept on going. If the markets stay up and this thing can stay above these indicators, I wouldn't be surprised to see it back up here testing the high of day late this afternoon. Of course, it could also fail and go back down. We'll just have to wait and see which direction it kind of moves, and then maybe jump on it if it breaks out and starts heading back up. Another one, let's see, CAAS is another one with 40 million shares traded. It's one that's hitting scanners. Actually, right now, it might be getting some action. It's curled. It's kind of got rejected by VWAP twice, but it's hitting that again, and it's looking like third time might be the charm. If it can get some volume here, it can keep going. That would be good. Yeah, there we go. So it's made to pass the double top there. See if it can keep going. Could be one to watch. CAAS. I know a lot of people are watching it, so maybe it'll get some eyes and keep going. A lot of people like me probably sitting here with no scanner, annoyed. There is a scanner. Someone had told me in the comments that there is a scanner on Power ETRADE, so I do have that, but I don't know that it's really a scanner or customizable scanner. It's just like you can scan for the top percent gainers. I don't know. Definitely not as good as my scanner, or at least my first impression is it's not as good as the one that I've been using on Pro for years. So, not excited about that, but it does appear to be live. I'll show it to you actually. What's up, Dave? Logan, I'm waiting to hear back. If I'm still on here when they come on, I'll just do it live. But here you go. I'm still waiting. I got 18 minutes till a representative is supposed to come. We'll see if that happens. It said like 2 hours, and it went to an hour. Then it went up to an hour 29 minutes or something like that. Now I'm down to 18 minutes, so we'll see. That screener allowed me to spot SNDL. That's awesome. Dun, dun, dun. So there's Power ETRADE, and it's scanning gap up on high volume is what I have it scanning right now. It's got CASS, AQB, Vary, Mara, so it's got a lot of the high ones. Let's see. Percent gainers. It does not have SNDL on there for some reason. Probably because it's under $1. Maybe percent gainers doesn't do it under $1. Not very well versed in the Power ETRADE, honestly. Guess I'll get better at it if I decide to keep my ETRADE account and they don't bring back my scanner. Then I'll have to get a little more well versed in Power ETRADE and using their scanners. Probably will just go to, if there's no scanner on Pro, I'm probably just going to move my money to I don't know, TD Ameritrade or Lightspeed or somewhere else, and then trade that and CMEG. Maybe if I don't find a scanner I like in those brokers, I will just subscribe to Trade Ideas. Tons of people use Trade Ideas and love it, so it's an option. Stocks to Trade is another one. I know some people like Stocks to Trade, which is Tim Sykes and Tim Bowen's program. Those things are just expensive, though. I don't have no idea off the top of my head how much it costs to subscribe to those things, but I know that it costs money. So I always liked my E-Trade that came with my platform, which I don't pay for. So it just worked out nicely. I was used to it, and it came with the platform, and it was right there. Yeah, preferred that. CASS did not break that double top it convincingly, got rejected. Now it's going back to the 50. It's kind of just caught in this little consolidation pattern here. We'll see if it breaks down or up. Let's check back on, let's check on MARA, Mara. That was one I was watching earlier. It's kind of hanging around up there. And SNDL was my major watch just because it's got crazy volume. 1.6, pushing 1.7 billion shares traded. By the end of the day, I'm sure that's going to be close to 2 billion shares traded, which is insanity. We'll see if it can keep going. It's hanging around right now. It does have some big drops, like there's big sellers, hidden sellers unloading in here, but it's a little bit scary, but you never know. It could keep going. With that kind of volume, who knows what will happen. It is back above the 50 right now, so hopefully we'll see it curl and maybe going right into the beginning of power hour. Hopefully it'll be back pushing that 75 area, and we can see it keep going up. I'd be looking to take another trade if it can do that. We'll see. Other than that, let's see. Etrade Pro Screener helped me spot large block trades at SNDL towards the end of last week. Oh, cool. So you were swing trading it? That'd be pretty cool. A guy in my group text phone chat of traders that I'm in, he was in SNDL already also from last week. So that's awesome if you were in that situation. Could be making its move now. I'm just not going to be convinced because it has such big drops that I don't know. I want to see it over 74 for sure, and then see where it goes. Can you do it? SNDL, come on. Still feels kind of heavy. Let's get this out of the way. I want to see the volume. Love to see a big spike in volume. Some big trades go through on level 2 and have it curl up. So far, not having it, but it is hanging around. We'll see. Canadian pot stock, be careful. Very true. Let's look out just a little bit. Yeah, this was one. Let's see. After hours that moved, yeah. Friday. I'm just kind of looking to see how it does after hours. Because I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of times what you see, if the stock, I mean, there's a lot of things that go into it, but if the stock is trading this kind of crazy volume and it can hang around above VWAP and above some indicators, moving averages and things, and kind of hold a lot of its gains going into the end of the day, that's when you can really see them fly. Sometimes after hours, they'll just go nuts, get a ton of volume, and the shorts cover because they don't want to hold overnight. And before you know it, the thing goes up a lot in after hours. So that would be exciting. Definitely want to be watching. What do you think about QS? Are you talking about the Qs or QS? QS? Yeah, it's holding up. It's walking right along the 50. What's it doing on the day? We're up 27%. Big day, kind of a doji at the moment, but a big gap up. Let's see. Is that all the history on it? So it's relatively new, I guess. I don't know much about it if you can't tell. So it was a nice breakout. This is a continuation. If we back out. So yeah. Nice big move, consolidation, a further big move. Went down but recovered. Now it's broken through 200, 50, and VWAP staying above the 50. Those are all good things going in the afternoon. So yeah, maybe if it consolidates, could see a bigger move coming this afternoon or tomorrow. I like that it's clawed its way back up and it's hanging around. Are you trading it, Dave? Let's see. This is why I miss my scanner. You know, normally this thing is just going non-stop, and if there's any action on SNDL or anything, it'd be alerting me, hey, something's moving. Look at me, look at me. And then I click over on it. Feel lost without it. So it's SNDL still hanging around that 73, 72 area. It really feels like it's gonna curl. It feels like it just needs a good bit of volume to push it through. Get people to jump on. Get the FOMO going. I've started dabbling in options. I haven't actually taken any trades, but I've been watching YouTube videos and trying to learn more about them. And I know Dave has talked about that's what he does, and I believe Dave is the one who sent me some videos that I was watching, learning more about options, because I really just don't know very much about options or futures or any of that. So trying to expand my horizons. And watch some of those videos, and yeah, interesting stuff. Yeah, Logan, me too. Let's see where my chat guy is. 12 minutes it says now. I already emailed them and they never emailed me back to my, let me see. Let me double check over here. I don't think they ever emailed me back. Nope. Never emailed me back. So, yeah. They never did email me back. That's why I'm waiting in the little chat thing for hours and hours. Called them, and that was also a wait. So I figured I'd just let this thing sit here on my computer and wait. Okay, SNDL, are you gonna perk up? Might be just gonna hang out here until power hour. We'll see. Let's see what else we got. See how my AQB was looking. That looks like it's breaking down, so probably not going to be much more on that. It would be a better short right now at this point, I would say. Now that I've said that, it's going to rocket to $7, but it is fading going into the afternoon, so in theory, it will keep fading. mRNA. That's one I was watching, but it's way expensive. $150 almost a share. What was F-Cell? I think on the move. Look at the daily. Look at that daily chart. That's crazy on F-Cell. It just keeps climbing. Like a beautiful staircase. I wish I'd been buying this down here in the twos. I've got friends in that group text that I was talking about that were buying it down here and that held it. And I want to say they sold some, then rebought, and then sold in the 9s or just under 10. They've bought and sold it a few times. I don't know why I haven't. I just, every time I look at it, I feel like I'm chasing it, and then it just keeps going. If you zoom out, like, yeah, just crazy that this thing was down in the twos and it just keeps going. Lots of opportunities in there. Not sure why I have not traded it ever. Yes, they are, Logan. I know I made a video about it, but yeah, it completely baffles me that they would take away the scanner. Somebody mentioned that it has to do with the buyout of E-Trade, and that who was it that's buying E-Trade? Can't think off the top of my head. Somebody is buying E-Trade. Good old Google will tell me. Morgan Stanley. Somebody told me that Morgan Stanley owns Trade Ideas or some scanning site, or part of it, or something like that. I think that was in the comments, and they said that they thought that might be part of it, is that when they're taking over E-Trade, they didn't want to be doing business against themselves or something. But I don't know. I haven't dug into all that and figured out if there's any truth to that or not. That would make sense, but I don't know if that's the case. I just don't understand that. There's got to be some kind of reason. My first thought was that they were going to revamp it and bring it back better, but I don't know. I won't know till the representative talks to me. And like I said, I've seen people that have said that it's coming back, and I've seen quite a few people say that it is not coming back according to their customer service reps. So I don't know. I'm going to wait and see what they tell me. I don't know. Like I said, it makes no sense. Why would you get rid of a tool that people use every day, all day to trade the stock market? Anybody that's trading needs a scanner. So I know that in their vast customer base of E-Trade people, people are using that every day. It makes no sense that they would get rid of that. I don't understand that at all. So, yeah. Can't wait to hear what kind of excuse or reason they give me. Oh, well, I don't have a ton more to talk about. Looks like SNDL breaking down a little bit now, back below the 50. Not what I wanted to see going into the afternoon, but doesn't mean it's over yet. Could still definitely consolidate here and keep curling. I don't know why. I just have a feeling about this stock. I just got a feeling that this is going to be the one that's going to run into the end of the day and maybe after hours. We'll see. Keep an eye on Chinese battery car stocks falling, Ally Neo, etc. Did you guys all see the news on Nikola? I haven't looked at Neo today. What's Neo doing? Minus 5%. Zoom out a little bit. Yeah, it's quite the nice drop. Following the Nikola news, which was devastating to Nikola. GM's not going to follow through on buying into them, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, GM deal is now nothing to write home about, it says. Short sellers up more than 400 million after downsized GM deal. So GM apparently downsized their deal. That was what the official news was. I knew it was something about GM pulling out or something, but yeah. So not good news for Nikola, which is already beaten down from what it was at one point. Crazy to think this thing was trading up here in the 70s, even hit a high of, what's the high there? $94 almost. And now it's down at 21 bucks in not a whole lot of time. But from the beginning, when I actually researched into them at one point, it seemed kind of fake to me. My little brother invested in it, and he, I think, might still be holding some. I'm not sure. But I was telling him, man, they don't even really have a proof of design, a working prototype or anything as far as I know. And that was about the time that the rolling down the hill truck story came out and all that stuff. XPEV, Dave says. Let's check that. XPEV, yeah. Down a little over 9%. Up huge, kind of like F-Cell. Chart looks very similar to F-Cell until basically today and Friday. Starting to maybe break down. We'll see. Could be a buying opportunity. Could keep going. I don't know. What do you think, Dave? You think it's a buying opportunity? Is that why you're watching it? If you look, it's pulled back and then shot up, pulled back, shot up. This is a bigger green candle and a bigger pullback, but it could end up being the same thing. It could end up going higher. I'm sure that everything is being, like these are probably being weighed down by the Nikola news. SNDL still doing very little. Cash went below the 50. Ugh. Tired. It might not be doing much either. Let's see. Only 4 minutes to pair with a representative. Should I talk to the representative live, or should I get off of here and see what they have to say and make a video about it later? I don't know. Refreshing my scanners on my other screen. This PCB, Mara, Very, those are ones I've all looked at. Talk to them live, they say. Okay. I will. I'll move it over to my main screen when they get in the house over here. 3 minutes, it says. Now YouTube's giving me some buffering message. Awesome. Let's see. Ooh, Riot's breaking out on the day. It just broke high of day. And breaking out on the daily. So nice work, Riot. Breaking out, but it's not much of a, not a whole lot of volatility. This moves only 10 cents from there to there. Not a lot of range. Still waiting for the chat guy. I'm next, but it's been saying that I'm next for quite a while. Super awesome customer service. I don't understand why their customer service has been so bad for a while now. I mean, I know they're busy because they're getting a lot of new clients since the pandemic and all that. All the brokers have been seeing a big influx in clients, but still, you could hire more people or do something. People shouldn't have to wait like 2 and 3 hours to talk to somebody, or not get their email returned at all for days. Annoying. I think you're right, Logan. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are messaging him asking about that. Dun, dun, dun. Just waiting. What did they tell you, Logan? So they said, so far they said, I will need a few minutes to check with my team in order to gather more information on this. So, yeah. They got to check with their team to gather information. Apparently it takes a team. You would think that they would know what is going on with the scanner across all of their customer service representatives. Because I'm pretty sure I'm not the first or the 1,000th person to ask this question. So, I'm not sure why you have to talk to your team, but look at the Power E-Trade scanner. However, I think the scanner on Power E-Trade is terrible. Exactly. Somebody had told me that the Power E-Trade scanner was pretty decent or whatever, and it does scan. I mean, you can get like top percent gainers and stuff, but it's not like, as far as I can tell, and maybe I'm just not good enough with Power E-Trade to know how to work it yet. But as far as I could tell, there wasn't a really good scanner like I had on Pro that I could toggle and change the settings in and create my own scanners, and then it was constantly scanning and popping up as things were moving. So, yeah, not as good of an option, in my opinion, unless I'm not smart enough to work Power E-Trade, and that's also possible because I don't trade with it, so I don't know a whole lot about it. Oh man, they're typing now. Let's see what they say. I'll move it over here. So we can watch SNDL as it's trying to curl again. A lot of typing. Must be a big, exciting message. So much typing. Come on, Mitch Martinez. Spit it out. Still waiting. I did check, and at this time, there are not plans for the screener to be added back on. I did clarify a bit more, and ETRADES as a whole decided it was not needed for the Pro platform. Well, that makes no sense. Yeah. Yours is back? What the heck? Well then. Let me just see if mine is back. I just told them that I'm trying to log out and log back in. Someone told me theirs is actually back now. I'm not going to do my password and whatnot on screen. I'm sure you understand. Let's see. Okay, so this was his response. It says, I can send in feedback so that my team can look into this and take into account that many traders do use it. Well, I'm sure that they have that data. I mean, come on. However, you are correct. At this time, we will not have the scanners on ETRADE Pro. So, that makes no sense. Mine did not come back. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see it on there under tools. Well then. I'm reading your stuff here. Shut everything down and relaunch. When it comes up, click the gears, clear the cache, update to max memory, re-downloads all the files. This rep may not know what he's talking about. You probably need like level 2 support. Yeah, I'm sure that most of the reps I'm talking to don't know what they're talking about, because I'm pretty sure they're in like not based here in America at an E-Trade place. I think they just farm out their customer service, I believe, but I could be wrong. So he's just asking someone else. But I guess there's not much else I can say to this guy, because he's telling me they will not have scanners on E-Trade Pro. And if that's the case, that's cool. But I'm not going to use E-Trade then. So, yeah. There you have it. I can send in feedback so my team can look at this and take into account that many trades use it. However, you are correct. At this time, we will not have the scanners on E-Trade Pro. Awesome. And I'm talking to their technical support. That's the one that I clicked on whenever you have to choose what the issue is and all that. So in theory, this guy would be the guy. And what they don't know, what I actually wrote in my original message, I told them that there are YouTube people that watch my videos and stuff that want to know. There's definitely multiple people that want to know. But no, they're not going to have anything, and he doesn't have any answers. Yeah, thanks a lot. Not very helpful, but guess that answers that. It's my online layout that is saved. I don't think I have a local layout. The only layout I think I've ever saved is online. But the one that it's reverting to is the one that was saved with a scanner, so I thought it would come back with the scanner if it was there, but it's not. But I will try all that stuff that you said. Once I get off of here, I'll try to do all that stuff and see if it works, if clearing the cache and updating to max memory, re-downloading and doing all that stuff that you talked about. I'll see if that works for me as well. Yeah, you can tell from the conversation with that guy that he didn't know anything. So he's obviously not, anybody that knows why. He's just like, hey, supervisor, do we have the scanner in Pro? Is that coming back? No? Okay. Thanks. They don't know anything. My scanner actually, when I first started getting all the YouTube comments and stuff telling me that the scanner was gone, I was still logged in and I went in there and mine was in there and it was still working. When everybody else's were, people were commenting that theirs were gone, mine was still working and it was still scanning after hours. Everything was good with it. But then, so I wonder if I had never logged out and logged back in, if I would have been able to keep using it. But at one point I updated my computer and I logged out and logged back in and then it was gone. So it was weird. I thought that it was still there while other people had lost theirs, but mine was still working until I logged out, logged back in, then it was in there. Vendor T is just lucky. Well, I don't know. But now I got SNDL starting to break down, going close to power hour. I don't know if it will or not, but it's, it's below the 50. And we got no scanner and no hope that it's coming back, apparently. So I guess I'm going to get off of here because I don't really have much else to talk about, and I'm going to try clearing the cache and doing the stuff that Vendor said that he did and see if that helps. And if not, I will probably be looking at other brokers to switch to. So, yeah, why not? I'm not going to keep, if I'm going to have to pay for a scanner like Trade Ideas or somewhere to get a good scanner, I might as well try other brokers and see if they have good scanners and just be researching. I'm sure I can find plenty of YouTube videos and blog posts and things like that about all the different brokers and the ups and downs of them all, and why people like them and don't like them. And I'll just research all that, find a different one and jump off, and I'll trade in CMEG in the meantime. Logan asked, how do you spot breakouts without the scanner? Well, you can use free screeners, but they just don't work in real time. So you'd have to just update it and then be watching those stocks, actively clicking on them and all that. It's not ideal, and I'm not going to do it. I will just get a scanner, either pay for a scanner service or a different broker that has a good scanner, whichever. But I'm not going to day trade. I like scalping. I like being in and out fast, and that requires seeing the moves happening in real time and jumping on them. So I will be doing something where I have a live scanner. It just doesn't feel right to trade without it. I'm not a good swing trader or longer term hold trader, so it doesn't make sense for me to do that without a scanner, so I won't. Hopefully you guys have a great day. I will talk to you soon. Thanks for stopping by. Peace out.